Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of the Patreon server tour. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm having a fantastic day. We have 5 more bases. Server restart in 10 minutes.
Yep, every day.
Rip. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, we have more tours to show you. At some point, there will be an edit in this video while I edit out the server restart. But the first one we're looking at is Stina and Graceful. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Graceful Rose Island.
Ooh, aptly named.
Yes, yes. So the idea of our base this season was going more of a modern build style. Graceful is more of a technical player than I am, so she would build all these amazing redstone contraptions, farms, and then I would cover them up with other things. For example, we have the Space Needle, and the whole purpose of the Space Needle is to hide our AFK fish farm.
Ah, okay.
Because server rules said that AFK fish farms have to be up at Y200, and I hate the idea of a box up at Y200, so I had to make something make sense.
So to cover up a, approximately 3x5 AFK fish farm, you built the Space Needle.
Of course. Well, doesn't that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, complete sense.
And it is actually one of my absolute favorite builds here on the island. Water elevators going up, a little bit of an interior, lots of fun inside. Graceful even put in a sorting system in the AFK fish farm, which is, to use up some of that extra space.
Yeah. Wow, that's fantastic.
And the Sears Tower over here covers up our one chunk farming. So in here we've got our carrot farm, sugar cane, melons. What else is in here, Grace?
Let's see. Did you say potatoes already?
Potatoes, all the farms.
For some reason, there's cactus up there.
But that's all hidden inside of Sears Tower.
Gotcha.
And then the sandstone build over here is for hiding our kelp farm and super smelter.
Okay.
And this is based loosely off of the Canadian Parliament in Ottawa. I'm Canadian, so it made sense to do something from my country. And Graceful lives in Washington State, so the Space Needle's kind of for her area of the world.
Okay, gotcha.
We've got other things hidden around the island. We've got Burger Night.
Burger Night? Okay.
Yeah, as opposed to Burger King.
Okay.
We have a school, a mall. Off the coast, though, is another really nice build. If you come past the great big coffee mug, and go off the coast, you will see a lighthouse, and that is actually our iron farm.
Oh, okay.
So again, making something really huge when I don't need to, because that's what we do here on the server.
Yeah, that is pretty much what you do on the server, for sure.
Yep. But there's another part of the island that I am going to turn over to Amy to talk about, because it is so awesome, and it's her pet project for this.
Before we do that, can we do something else? Can we set it to night by any chance?
Yes. Time set.
That's kind of nice.
There we go.
Good. This still works. The lighthouse is actually functional.
Oh, okay.
It took way too much effort to make it so that it even turned on and off with day and night, but
the truth is the whole base looks really cool at night. Let me go really
And now
fast.
there are phantoms literally everywhere, so we're just going to do one of those.
Okay.
Save everybody. I'm the only one in creative, so.
So, if you go back to the other side of the Space Needle, one of the last projects I worked on was actually a pier that had amusement park content.
Oh, okay. I see it here.
Yeah, I kind of flew ahead. I'm sorry. I have to use rockets.
That's all good. You've got a school bus here.
Yes,
that was added by Mar.
Okay.
She came in and did some exterior decorating for us. But throughout this amusement park, we have a few functional builds, and then a Ferris wheel that's not so functional.
I tried.
You did good. But I think one ride I want to make sure gets shown here is the merry-go-round.
Okay. Merry-go-round. Merry-go-round. I see it.
Right over here. I had this idea to use llamas.
That's fantastic.
So I call this llama go-round.
There may be a llama go-round on Hermitcraft in the near future. I'm just calling it, like, right now.
I approve of this.
That is brilliant, and I love it so much. You have no idea.
Llama go-round? No promises.
That is fantastic.
It was really fun to design.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I think it took me about 4 hours to design it, and I was getting some feedback as I did it live. It was nice.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have amusement park. We have various representations of real-world things like the Space Needle and Sears Tower. Are we missing anything?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of other little small things, but, you know, we don't really have time to hit them all.
Okay, fair enough. Well, in that case, we are moving on to Mar, who is going to show us stuff and things. Mar, what have you got to show me?
Almost my entire base is based on Skyrim. Like last year, I built the College of Winterhold.
Yeah.
This year, this larger build is based on a building, kind of like the Mead Hall of sorts, for the village or town that is below Winterhold.
Okay.
And I built it off of the concept art from the actual game. It looks very different from how it does in game, just to how Minecraft works out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of rooms in it, most of which are empty. But there's one room in particular that I did want to show you. If you come down to the front center and go through the giant double doors. Okay. And Wells should go first. Wait, Whitey, wait. Don't walk on that. Go through there. Oh, drat.
Yeah, nice try. Think I'm brand new?
No. See, turn around.
Right.
You missed it. The other way. I'll turn it off again.
Oh, I see. Things light up.
Yes. That's the first redstone I did on my own. Everybody keeps walking in every time I turn it off. On and off, on and off, on and off. But yeah, this is the first major redstone that I ever did in Minecraft, to time it up on both sides with the dispensers behind there with the flint and steel inside of it. Okay. So that it kind of, like, the first row goes on, then the second row, and then the last row at the end.
Gotcha.
And then the floor with all the glass and the fog effect, which looks better without all these glass lines on it, but oh well.
Yeah.
So that's the major thing to look at inside this building. But if we go outside, out the front door and hang a left going out, there's the rest of my base, which has a market, some like less expensive housing, a farm area, and then a more fancy housing area with a large cathedral and a bell tower. And kind of the central point in all of this is this dark anchor, which is from from Elder Scrolls Online, actually. And it's what I use to hide the double iron farm.
Okay.
Trying to find some way to justify having a giant floating box up there. Makes sense. Most of the houses in here are empty, and most of the streets are empty as well. But the one build that over here that is decorated on the inside is the cathedral. Okay. Not too much, just you come in a little bit and it's got... Oh, there we go.
Server restart. Okay, so
all
cathedral. Right. We were talking about the cathedral when we were so rudely interrupted by the server.
Yes. This is the Daggerfall Cathedral. It's based on Elder Scrolls Online as opposed to the Skyrim video game. There's not a whole lot to see inside, but it is one of the larger furnished buildings in here. And I use fire quite liberally, which is something I'm kind of disappointed about because, according to my testing anyway, in 1.14 you can't set hoppers on fire anymore.
What?
Which I was really disappointed about.
That
it was
very
in the pre-releases anyway.
That's disappointing. Also, for anyone who doesn't know, we have FireTick turned off on the server because we like being able to build things.
Thank goodness. My base would burn down without it.
Yeah.
We have the War Maidens over here next to the marketplace. This is just where the iron from the Iron Golem or Iron Farm goes. It's based on a little shop in one of the smaller villages in Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first one you get to after escaping. If you come the other way, we can quickly swing by the farms, and that's mostly the last thing to look at, unless we have spare time.
Sure.
And then we can look at my nether hub. But over here, in the, opposite from the War Maidens.
TP Welsknight
That works.
to Mar. Ta-da!
Yep. No, it was really interesting because we have a 200 entity, not entity. I made that mistake. 200 net. So I wanted a lot of villagers. They're actually hidden underneath the marketplace. So I wanted to include all the animals, so I had to only have a couple of pretty much each one, except for the sheep. I have sheep underground, nothing exciting to see there because they're all ugly, multicolored sheep.
Mm-hmm.
We've got pigs, we've got chickens. This is the Chillfurrow Farm, which is just outside of White Run, which is where War Maidens is as well. And this is actually square on top of my village breeder.
Okay.
So it's underneath this carpet here. Well, I guess underneath the glowstone. There's a pigman right underneath that glowstone that is supposed to scare all the baby people off the sides.
Gotcha.
This building is completely decorated as close as possible as it could to the actual building in Skyrim.
Okay.
And there's actually a book on one of these item frames that is in the actual game because, Skyrim's got all those books so you can flip through and read stories and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually copied one of them into this book, The Importance of Wear. It's kind of a disturbing story, so don't read it though.
Oh, okay.
But it was in the house, so I had to include it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, hate these doors. Can't get out them ever. So that's pretty much all of my base, unless we have time to quickly look at my nether hub.
Okay. We will come back to it at the end if there is time.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So moving on, we are touring with the Blue Owl. Okay, so we are here at your base, and what have you got to show me, Blue Owl?
So I made a tree, basically. This was just a little photo thing because I wanted somewhere interesting to come out of when you came out of the nether portal.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this server was the first time I'd ever even been in the nether. I always play on peaceful, so
Okay.
a lot of firsts for me on the server. If you come up this way, I ran out of time to do a lot of the stuff I wanted to do. Ma came along and helped me out with a lot of this forest around here, so it wasn't all empty. And you can kind of get glimpses of the tree
Ooh.
as you walk along.
Okay, I see it. I like the use of perspective. Oh yeah, and then it opens up right here, and you can actually properly see it.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It was going to be bigger, but yeah, I had some troubles with stuff.
It was going to be bigger.
It was going to go up to build height.
It's already rather large.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fantastic. So then you've got I'm assuming these are mushrooms.
Yeah. So that was kind of my plan for lighting up area, was using the sea lanterns as glowing mushrooms.
Ah, that's actually really clever. Now that I see that there's lanterns underneath there. That's actually a really clever way of doing lighting. I might steal that at some point.
So yeah, there's a little hobbit hole down here that I kind of had to include because I'm from New Zealand, so I had to have something.
Of course.
Kind of Lord of the Rings there.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just come up this way to the tree. So the bottom floor is mostly just like little random rooms where people can hang out. There's a potion room that I didn't actually use as a potion room. It's just aesthetic sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then this way, so in here's the gardening room. It's also got a little secret entrance into a secret garden.
Okay.
The hidden entrance, sorry. So if you come up here, you go down,
sneaky,
and then through the doors.
Okay.
And there's my little secret
Oh,
garden.
that's really cool. I like it.
One thing I wanted to do, again, it kind of didn't happen, was I've got a few chests in random secret places around the tree for people to find that have various blue pots on them, because I'm a blue owl, so
Gotcha.
yeah. So if we keep go.
Alright, wait. Okay, I was stuck. We're good. Crisis
So if we head up the stairs, the staircase up here, there's a banquet hall up here.
Okay.
So it's sort of the important people's table, and then the other tables for everyone else, I guess. Little kitchen, and I wanted it to like the whole inside of the tree to feel like it was just carved out.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to have it like really natural looking, and
yeah, I was actually just going to comment on how I really like that the tree has kind of like that very organic, natural feel to it. It's a lot of curved lines and a lot of like different types of like foliage and earth tones and stuff like that, and that makes it really feel very, very kind of like warm and natural. I like it a lot.
Thanks. So up on the next floor is the library. And this was something I include because I love books and reading and stuff. So, again, I didn't want like square rooms or straight lines or anything. So it's all very random, and yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot. And I like that the bookshelves provide like a nice little color pop.
Yeah.
Because they've got
there's
the
just
red against
lots
all
of
the
little
green and stuff.
nooks and crannies and places where you could fill up with a book.
Yeah.
Evil Shoes helped me out a lot with this last night for me, but it was only like 12 hours ago, I guess. Get this finished off because it was only about half done.
Gotcha.
So helped out with a lot of things actually. It's really good. So keep going up to the top of the staircase, and this is in the canopy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few little huts around that. There's some people who helped me out with different parts of the build got to sort of choose a little house.
Okay.
This was sort of my one. Having things sort of picking out from the leaves and stuff.
Yeah, I like it.
Thanks.
Really cool. And then up at the very, 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 very top.
Yes. So there's another little staircase at the canopy that goes up just to a little viewing type area. Yeah.
Gotcha. Where's the staircase actually starts? Oh, I see. Okay. And then that goes up. Okay. Yeah, this is really cool. I like this a lot. This reminds me of a few different builds that I've seen. This reminds me kind of like kind of reminds me a little bit of what like B-Dubs did in, I think it was Hermitcraft Season 4 with his giant like jungle tree.
Right.
Except this is like a lot like bigger on the inside, like a lot wider, because B-Dubs, when he does interiors, he likes to build in very like enclosed spaces. But then it also kind of reminds me of like Scar's mother tree from his single player world, if you've ever seen that.
It was kind of partially inspired by the home tree in Avatar.
Oh, okay.
Avatar movie, they've got home tree in that. And all the sort of places connected to it. So if we just one more sort of place to see, if we come back down to the canopy area, or the canopy, I suppose. And there's a jump down here. It's water at the bottom. So this is the most unfinished part of the base. There was going to be a lot more down here. It turned out mostly just being storage.
Okay. I can see what you were going for, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
So if you come down this little bit here into the next layer. Is it on that? No, it's not on that. Hang on, I'm on the wrong corner. Sorry. So I had I've got a little sort of small version of your smelter in there. I'm not good at redstone, so I haven't really done much with it, but I sort of thought I needed a more fantasy type way to explain how I was keeping my furnaces spinning, so that's what's this way. And this was the first redstone thing that I pretty much mostly by myself. So Wells goes in first, and everyone else kind of needs to wait, because or else it can mess up the redstone if there's too many people at a time.
Entry this way. Ooh. Oh, there's like
It's just my pet dragon.
Oh, that's really cool. I'm going to turn off shaders for a second, because I don't know if it will be visible in YouTube, and this is like really cool, so.
Right.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, and it even like breathes fire and stuff.
Yeah, and the eyes move to look at you.
That's really cool. I like it.
This was the thing I was most proud of. Okay, so everyone needs to like be out of here before Wells goes too far, or else it messes up the redstone.
I will go quickly.
Yeah.
I will wait for everyone over here. And in the meantime, I'll turn my shaders back on.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be sort of one person at a time because of the way the pistons work for the eyes. If you kind of go backwards once someone's gone out, then it messes it up.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully we didn't just break it, but...
Well, it's the end of season now, so...
Yeah, I was going to say, if nothing else, season's over, so...
Yeah. And there was just this bit in the middle, it's covering up the beacon. Morgoran gave me a beacon, I think it was a month ago. I was just working on putting on leaves and everything, and he gave me a beacon with the jump thing on it, which was really, really helpful. And then last night they came and decorated it for me. So
nice.
All this bit under where water is, they did that for me.
Gotcha.
It was really cool.
I like it. I like this a lot. This is very cool. The whole base is actually really cool. I like it quite a lot. Oh, and then there's like a big pixel arty tree typey thing on the wall over here that I didn't even see him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's a nice little detail as well. Awesome. Okay. Witty. I am greeted by this map. What are we looking at?
Well, for right now, that's just a random map.
Okay.
So last year I built the cathedral. So this year I decided to build another cathedral. And behind you is the ugliest cathedral possible.
Ooh. Yeah, that's That's pretty bad. I mean, that's like the default Minecraft one, but in diorite, which makes it
Yeah,
and
there
birch.
is a way to improve it. So, Wells, if you want to flip this switch right here. Okay.
It's an improvement. It still has a approximately 75% improvement that still needs to be improved. But
we can just flip this a few more times.
oh, it continues. Okay. That's fantastic.
All right, we're gonna head behind here. You can head up the water elevator here.
All right.
Wells first, please.
Water elevator. Here we go. Oh wait.
Nope.
It's down. Up.
A little farther.
Right here. Got it. Okay.
I didn't actually render in.
What was
This way.
Okay.
I guess I didn't realize what render distance wasn't.
Oh, there it is. I'm seeing it now. Ooh. That is very nice.
Northern Cathedral, I like to call it.
That's very nice.
So this season I gave myself a project to build as big as possible.
Oh, it keeps going.
Yeah. So this is not 100% original. I found a map from a guy called Tridar, called Polindar, which is a Roman city, and this was a cathedral section part of that. So I rebuilt it and changed a lot of the palette for it, and you can tell he used creative, so I just went in and cleaned everything up and the way I liked it.
It just keeps going.
Yeah.
I'm moving and more just keeps rendering in. Wow.
The original plan was 7 buildings. I've only built 2.
Wow. This is nuts. And there is so much detail. All the little things. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, now that I have removed my jaw from the floor, what part of the cathedral do you want to focus on first?
If you want to pop inside here, I do have a tribute to last season.
Okay. There we go.
So last season, I had a llama as the priest. So I have 3 sides this season. One has a llama, joined this year by bunny and a polar bear.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then I do have one more thing.
Oh man, that ceiling too.
Yeah, it's what grew the one day is like, this makes you feel small. Like, well, that's what cathedrals are meant to do.
Wow, man. This is something.
I head right this way. I had underneath us, there's the iron farm. I had 2 more above it. And inside here, this one is just nothing really, just wide open spaces, but underneath here in the corner is all my farm and technical area.
Okay.
I did want to try one thing. So at the beginning of the season, one of the first things I built was a kelp farm. And that... Okay, YD.
Rip.
So that farm has been going constantly the entire season, feeding into one single furnace, and I wanted to see how much XP was stored up here.
Oh, okay.
So I currently have 0 levels, 112 levels.
Wow.
From one season.
That's fantastic. Nice little experiment.
Yeah. And that's basically my entire base.
Very cool. Wow, the cathedral though, like, I need to just go back out and like take a look at the outside of that one more time, because
Go right ahead.
how do I get out? Not this way. There are doors somewhere, maybe.
I'm outside if you want to TP to me. Well,
That's a great plan.
It is a little confusing to the service area.
Man.
I was working on lighting, so it's mostly lit up through all the cobblestone walls, so at night the entire thing is lit up.
Wow. So when you said this wasn't a completely original design, how much did you have to work off? Did you have like a world download where you could go in and, you know?
Yes, it was a world download. I have my second computer set up where I can go in and look at everything.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Holy
It
cow.
does go all the way to build limits. I wasn't able to finish the tallest spire.
Yeah. Well, even still, like, just the amount of stuff that is here is crazy. And then the fact that it actually has an interior in a lot of it is still, like, super impressive. This is nuts. This is, like, something that I would never do in survival, ever. Like, ever, ever, ever. This is something that I would probably never create with, like, world edit and everything.
Yeah, I do plan on getting the season download and continuing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see it, like, completely finished. That's pretty crazy. Okay, well, man, that's I can't get over this cathedral. Okay, so we have one more tour to do in this video, and that is YD.
Okay, so this season, everything I've done is far less impressive than literally everything else we've seen today. But I decided to play with my girlfriend on this season, and she'd never played Minecraft, so the basics had to be explained. So we got like a nice little house and a barn and very simple area.
Okay.
And I built the house, she built the barn, and that's about all that's outside.
Okay.
And then if you want to come inside, I made some very basic redstone stuff. So I got a button that'll open this wall,
Oh,
and
okay.
then I've got my storage area. And then if Wells wants to go and like flick the levers in order, so that's the first lever. Then there's another behind that if you want to, yeah, click that and then go down, and there's a third lever.
A worthwhile payoff.
Yeah, so I basically just used this area to design a door. So there's a door that says my name, but
Okay.
yeah, literally everything I've got to show.
Very nice. Hey, you know what? Simple sometimes is best. Like, I like it. Okay, well, and you said that that's everything?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, fantastic. Guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of the tour. All we have left to see at this point in future episodes are the community builds, which are always some of the best builds on the server, so look forward to that. But I am out of time for this one. My friends, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check those out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.